Hey, my name is Brady Green. I was a student here at Blue for my entire life, basically, middle school and high school. I'm class of 17 at Wakeland High School, and then I also am a graduate of the University of Oklahoma, class of 21, Boomer. And then I am also a student at a residency program called The Forge, which is in Tyler, Texas. I grew up my entire life here at FBC Frisco. Lived in Frisco my entire life, so all 22 years, besides whenever I was in college. But I was a student in middle school and high school here at Blue, so I was involved in pretty much everything. My sister is Brady Green, so I was at every Renew, every D-Now, here on Sundays, here on Wednesdays, leading a small group on Wednesday nights of middle schoolers, including guys like Joey Morris, Ethan Ross, and those guys. One of the most impactful things of my community here was not only the small group that I was in, those were good, but also just the ability that I got to lead a small group on Wednesday nights, which was huge for me because I think if you're able to teach something, that really means that it's grown on you and it's written on your heart because you're responsible for the small group that you're over. And then also just him giving ownership to me of being a leader once I was an upperclassman amongst my class, but also just doing different things around Blue was also huge in the fact of not only was it building community, but it was also making me take community more seriously. Another part of community that was huge looking back on what I wish I could go back and change about my time here at Blue was the ability to make community opposed to expect community to come to you. In my head, as a high schooler, middle schooler, and even some in college, I expected a perfect community just to fall in my lap, but it actually takes effort and time and love and care and the fact of you going out and making the community that you are expecting. So if you're sitting there thinking, looking left and right of like, man, I wish I was like this small group or I wish I had this group of friends, I'm telling you that people want to be sought after. And so if you just go after the people that you want to make the community, it will be a community. So that can look like even just going out to eat after Wednesday nights, or going to get breakfast before church on Sundays, or even hanging out just randomly throughout the week. So one of my favorite memories of being a part of the Blue community is different events like going to D-Nows and Renews, but also going on mission trips throughout the summer. One of my favorite mission trips was to Dominican Republic the second time I went, and specifically a moment where it was later on in the trip, it was towards the end of the week and everyone was pretty tired at that point. We didn't have AC necessarily. We did have AC, but it wasn't cold in the rooms. And so we all had one fan per room. In my small group, my like little room, we thought it'd be a good idea to steal all the fans from all the other guy rooms. And we were upperclassmen at that point, so we could basically just take them. And so we showed up early, we took all the fans. So we had like 8 fans and no one else had any fans. And the underclassmen and the other guys on that trip got pretty mad. And we're wanting the fans back, and so they were like making a lot of noise trying to get in the room, and it was like probably 12 o'clock at that point, and it took Chris to come in and take the fans and chew us out for a little bit, and then like after the fans were delivered, he stayed with us for like 30 minutes and just like talked to us of like how it was wrong, but also like how he was relating to us in the sense of like where our minds were at that point. And it sounds weird, but that little moment of just how, like just living life with the community around you shows how you are just like in a community that shows the love of God around you. In that moment, I didn't enjoy getting chewed out by Chris Hurt, but looking back, I miss those moments of just being with your brothers and being with your friends and just living life. I think the little moments that we don't realize, like going out to eat or even just hanging out after church for a little bit, we take for granted a little bit. But I'm telling you that those little moments are what pushes us into what grows that space of what you should be striving for in a community. One of my favorite verses that I wish that I did better whenever my time was here at Blue Frisco was James 1:22, which says, Do not be a hearer, but be a doer of the word, only deceiving yourself, which basically means that like if you are just being in the space and not putting anything in, and you're just hearing what everything is going on, but you're not doing anything actually with your actions, you are only deceiving yourself. In a sense of, at FBC Frisco and at Blue, you have a sincere love that is based with the foundation of God. But elsewhere, like some places might have a sincere like love for you, but it's not based in God. And that's what makes this place different. And that's what makes this place something special to me and others. In a sense of Chris and Brittany and Sean, they are all rooted and founded in Scripture and rooted and founded in God. And so whenever they sincerely love you and sincerely make a space for you, you know that is like the community that God is wanting you to seek after. Yeah.
I think that's everything I had.